Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Wednesday night, and that means late night with Cap. I'm your host, JT, and I feel a little older. I'm 40, but I'm not tired. I'm not going away. The one thing I've learned once you turn 40, and if anyone's in the chat is 40, let me know. I oddly walk out to the backyard and just stare at things and sip my coffee. Who knows what that is all about? Well, anyways, I have a guest coming on tonight that I'm excited to be hanging out with tonight, and I haven't seen him on stream in a while because he's handling his business, his gig, and his real job, and his real life. So he's getting settled in, but hopefully we'll see him back soon, doing his cool Batman streams and his nerdwise discussions. So I'm gonna bring him on right now. His name is Astro. If you haven't heard of him, hey man, how's it going?
It's going good, man. Good to see you. Good to be here. Happy belated birthday, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. I'm like I said, it's kind of weird. Like you don't feel older, but then you start doing weird things. Like I literally walked out the other day with a cup of coffee and just stared.
It sounds nice, though.
my-
It actually sounds really nice.
So it's a little cool. I'm 40, but it is what it is. So how you been? I know you people haven't seen you around for a little bit. I know you've been doing your kind of day job. So
Yeah,
everything going good?
yeah, everything's good. Yeah, doing the thing that pays for the electricity for me to actually do my live streams. When they actually happen. Yeah, no, it's been great. It's been busy. And just kind of getting that workflow kind of going to where I can get back to doing YouTube and doing things like this.
Yeah.
It's been tough, but I think we're starting to get there. And we're actually gonna kick off Nerdwise again on October 6th. I want to say.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at the calendar here.
Very cool.
Yeah, October 6th. We'll be back. And we'll see how things go from there.
Looks like you got a new camera.
Do
You're
what?
looking at different. It looks like you have a new camera.
Same camera, different location. Like lots of things have changed. Just like you haven't heard a peep from me, but a lot of things are happening behind the scenes. Yeah, I've rearranged the studio, game room, whatever the heck you want to call this thing, nerd cave. You know, it was too cramped where I was before. This is a little more spacious, but I've angled the camera in such a way that you can't see the chaos that's over in this area. Eventually, you'll see it. It'll be better, hopefully.
Well, I'm excited because I got used to watching you over the summer playing Batman, like Arkham Knight, Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, and you were also doing some Lego streams. So those are always a good kick. I always like those. So hopefully you get to bring those back.
Oh yeah. Hopefully, if everything goes right, maybe I'll play Arkham tomorrow. But I have to get some things set up behind the scenes. But hopefully I can play that tomorrow. That'd be fun.
Yeah, we one of my favorite moments watching you on stream was I was at a work event in Vegas and I had to go meet a bunch of coworkers at a specific time. And I remember saying in the chat, like, hey, I want to watch you get like 100% on this Batman game, but you got to do it really quick because I have to go. and you did it with 2 minutes to spare, and I thought that was fantastic. So
yeah,
that was fun because you're like you knew that too. You're like, oh man, I got to get this done for JT. I gotta hurry, and you did it, and you got 100%. I think you got all the Riddler trophies at that time.
Yep, that was Arkham Asylum. Yeah, and I 100% had the Riddler trophies. I remember that. Yeah, it was like defusing a bomb. It was great.
Yeah, and I'm like,
crap, I only have this much time.
Where are you? I'm like, I told you I would be there at this time. I'll be there at this time. I'm finishing something up. Leave me alone. Priorities, right?
Yeah.
So on your Nerdwise show, you have AM Fate, right? And then you have sometimes you have some guests that come on. Is that correct, or do you have?
Yeah. So Matt of Channel 66, he's a he's a regular that we have on there. So it's a panel of three guys. So myself, AM and Fate, and Channel 66. Eventually down the road, if we kind of get rolling with it, we wouldn't mind having like a special guest every so often. I kind of want to keep it to 4 because I've been on some streams and I've seen some streams that have exceeded 4 and it's kind of chaotic. So we kind of just want to keep it slimmed down to that. But yeah, we basically just talk about comics and entertainment and all that stuff. So
all fun stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Keep your mind off the craziness of the world sometimes.
Yeah. And we couple it, like obviously a lot of the movies and content that's coming out now is trash. So we kind of like balance that out with like reading comics and talking about what comics we read. And it's like, hey, this sucks, but this is really good. You should read this. So like, yeah. What we do.
Oh, cool. Well, I'm excited for it to come back. And if everyone in the chat, if you haven't checked it out, when he comes back, you said October
6th.
So October 6th, you should check it out. It's a fun time to talk about a lot of neat things. So let's go ahead and like say hi to some people in the chat. Right now we have about 6 people watching. Thanks again for coming on. We got my good buddy R2 the Icky. Let's see here. Don't buy this. We all know the real Astro 93. He is dead and has been replaced by his secret conjoined twin that is separated at birth.
You weren't supposed to know that.
Wow. I thought the only twin on YouTube was Tim's Talk.
Oh, yeah. That's right. There's one that has a haircut all the time, and there's one that doesn't.
No, well, now there's one that has a beard.
Oh, yeah. That's a thing. Yeah.
Whatever, man. So, and then we got Jacob Ironside here. Good to see you, buddy. Good to have you on. And we got, let's see, Jet Sparks. Hey, man, how's it going? And Cletus here. May not get all the names right, so don't dislike this video for that.
Mispronounced my name. Dislike.
Oh, that's right. No, it's not Jason Lee. I tried to get him. Astro said he would fill in because he looks like him.
His agency called me and said, hey, he's just real busy right now. Could you sub for him? Like, I guess. Yeah. I'm not sure what Rogue is saying here. Getting ever closer to that in the rear cap.
Not sure what that means.
Okay.
You're not old until you find a gray hair in the carpeting, JT. I don't know where they come up with this stuff.
Oh, God.
I have gray hair. It's in here. It's
yeah, that's crazy. So like, I'm not even 30 yet. And my wife looked at me one day. She's like, is that a gray hair? I'm like, no.
Wow.
She's looking in the face. She's like, there's a gray hair there. I'm like, no.
I didn't get mine until like 38. So
apparently I have like 1 or 2 kind of sneaking up. It's like, no.
Yeah. Broba Fett says all the Arkham games are great. They are.
I don't like Origins. I have reasons, but I don't like Origins. But yes, Asylum, City, and Night are pretty great. City is a freaking masterpiece, in my opinion. But,
Oh, we got Matt Vader here. It's good to see you, bud. Thanks for stopping by from the Salty Nerd Podcast. A little chaotic. Okay. You say the funniest things when you come in. You make myself question myself. If that makes sense. We got Zach. Hey, man, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. And Beard of Liberty. Now, this is another beard guy, so he respects beard games. So,
I started growing this back specifically for this live stream. So you're welcome.
Oh, Rogue was saying prostate exam.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's a thing. You've got like what, 5 more years? Oh.
Close to that. Yeah.
Because
you know what I say though? When I turned 40, I told some people were asking like, "Oh, you're getting kind of old there," and I said, "Well, no, I'm actually middle aged." They're like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Well, I'm halfway to 80, so I'm going to guarantee myself to live to 80, so I'm middle age. So when I'm 50, I'm just going to be like, I'm guaranteeing myself to live to 100, so I'm still middle age. So you're always middle age. You just got to make sure you make it to that
next milestone. Yeah. Pretty good.
Broba says the city is the best, and I think Asylum is generally thought of as the best.
Yeah, I mean, I played them a little backwards. I got on when City came out, and then I played Asylum. But I remember everyone saying Asylum was so great, and then like I played City. I was like, oh, City's freaking amazing.
Yeah,
Especially like I could geek out about this for hours. So I'll try to keep
you
it short.
can.
But yeah, like there are so many little references and Easter eggs scattered throughout that city that like tie into numerous comics that I've read, and they did their homework. And it's so cool. Like I could be there for hours. Like oh
Yeah. The city part is cool because you feel like you're actually, Batman doing
yes,
stuff, flying around, hanging off buildings and zipping through, windows and hanging out. Like it's creeping around. It's fun. It's always fun games.
yeah. And they tied in
Um,
the Rogues Gallery like seamlessly. It's like oh yeah,
mhm.
we have this thing with Freeze, we got
Fun
this
game.
thing with Joker. It all meshes. It's awesome.
So Broba says if he ever starts his video game discussion channel, he'll have you on.
Oh, well, great. I would love to be on because I could definitely nerd out about the
He
Arkham
can.
series, Batman. Like you get me talking about Batman, I won't stop. Like Batman is my thing. As you can see right here. It's my thing. My thing.
He's a big Batman fan, so
Yeah.
that's why he likes doing those streams. Um, but yeah, so on this channel, and this is he's also mentioning your Lego Millennium Falcon back there. That's
I also have Optimus Prime hanging out back there too. Which
and you have a video of those being built, right?
yep. Oh well, not the Falcon. The Falcon I built before YouTube, but I have to rebuild that.
Oh no.
But there's the top. Oh, I'll rebuild that. It's fine.
Oh,
It's all
all right,
fine.
as long as nothing broke. So we have something kind of in common on this show.
Oh,
Did you know that? You're famous. You didn't know you're famous on this show, did you?
no.
No, you're famous. Everybody knows who Astro is because they know you from this.
All the big girls get loose with it. All the skinny girls let Bruce hit it. Let a player cut tonight. Damn.
Yeah. That was me jamming out. I do that. I do that quite often.
Yep, and Rick said the Falcon didn't fall, but that's good because
No, it was Optimus. Well, here's the thing. I love the Optimus Lego set. It's fantastic because it transforms. That's so cool. Like it's a Lego set that transforms. It's neat. But right where the waist is, as you see, it doesn't hold very well. So if you lift it up from the top, which I haven't moved to that since I built it, so I forgot. You lift it up from the top, it just kind of disconnects. So that's what happened with that.
Broba says I thought you looked familiar. So there you go.
That's where you see like because the glasses. I didn't have the glasses. There's the glasses. Yeah.
Well, you have a dance clip on here, and so do I.
Hey,
R2 loves it, so
it's pretty great.
We like to play that around. So again, if you want to show your support for Astro here, you can catch him on YouTube. I put the link in the chat earlier. You can also find him on Twitter. I think he said some comments around the Twitterverse as well. You can find him there. Remember, it's Astro A5tro. So not the baseball team.
Yeah, no, not the Houston Astros. No. No.
So I remember when I first was trying to look you up, I can't find this guy, and like way in the back of when I first started following you, I wanted to follow you on Twitter, and then I kept putting S, and then I finally was like,
yeah, that happens. Well, like when I first started, so on YouTube, having the name Astro was like taken. Like I wanted my name to be Astro because like it's derived from like my name, so like that was the reason I had it. And it was taken. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll do it in Leet spelling. And so I think I did it with just a 5, and that was taken. So then I did it with a 0, and like that was fine. But it has tripped up everybody because they will spell it out the way it's supposed to be spelled with letters, or
you're
they'll spell,
unique.
Yeah, or they'll spell it with the 5 but not the 0. But when I finally hit that 100 subs and I could change my URL, thankfully someone didn't take A5tro. So I was able to switch it to that, making it just a little bit easier
Okay.
for them to find me. So
Very cool.
yeah.
Well, that's great. So you could, again, it's A5tro.
Yes.
Broba says 457RO.
That would confuse the crap out of, like, just having a 5 and a 0 trips people up. Could you imagine?
It's like a password,
Yeah, it's basically
$sign, ampersand,
underscore, hashtag. Yeah.
Well, speaking of words, spelling, layouts, and ways people can mess up words when they're trying to be creative, we do a segment on here called Bad Graphic Design. So if you're new here and you're just checking out my channel, hey, hit the like button, subscribe maybe if you like what you see here. But I do a Bad Graphic Design segment. So we're going to get that started. And again, the guest has not seen any of these. So this is all reaction. It's very real. He's not seen these pictures before. So, are you ready?
Absolutely.
All right. So, and this is Broba's favorite. He always, loves to see these little things. So, now, this is a CD. Most people, do you remember CDs when you would do software?
Yeah.
Computers. Did people remember those?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is a CD. Apparently, it was for a swimming pool software to show you how to, manage your pool.
Yeah.
So he put the words together, the pool professor, but the L and the P kind of got combined in there and says the poop professor. And he's even sitting down with
right. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's sitting down. He's got the most disgusted look on his face. Like, what? Who signed off on this?
I think he made it. He most likely made it himself. So. Yeah. Beard of Liberty says you could easily edit a toilet under that guy. You could. He's even like straddling something. He's even sitting like
he's just like
he's
taking a massive dump. like he
Archie said that was Legion's
3 a.m.
Legion's name in high school. I mean, I don't. And this is his professional version 3.5. So you would think after 1, right? That you would.
What does 1 through 3 look like? Oh my god! No.
So people, make sure you look at what your words look like when they come together.
Oh god!
But yeah, this one caught my eye. It reminded me of kind of like you said earlier that you try to jumble your letters together. Hopefully, great, it worked out for you. But for this guy, I don't know if he noticed.
The poo professor. Oh
yeah. Cannoli Sasquatch. Hey, thanks for showing up, man. I changed that man's life, by the way. I was watching RRR, and I was tweeting out that I was watching. He's like, "What is so crazy about this movie?" And I said, "Well, you have to watch it to find out, and you need to watch it like tonight or tomorrow." So he said, "Okay, I'll give it a shot." So he watched. He just was on Twitter. He watched it. During while he was watching that movie, he texted me on Twitter and says, "Dude, this movie is wild. Like, I want to walk away, but I can't walk away. I'm so excited about this movie." I'm like, "I changed your life, didn't I?" And he's like, "You did. You changed my life for the better."
Wait, what movie is this? What is this?
Triple R. So RRR.
What is this? I'm gonna look this up. What the heck is
It's
this?
a Tollywood movie. So it's from India over there. You can find it on Netflix, but we're sidetracked.
It's got a 92 on Rotten Tomatoes. Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, it's really good. It's a really fun movie. Yeah, he even says he's hooked on India cinema now. So it happens. So.
Well, I mean, America's not doing anything, so
he says, yeah, he also says this was an awful design, but R2 says, "I hear number 2 is the best one." I'm thinking he's referring to this CD.
Oh yeah, version 2. Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, version 3, he's on 3.5, so
That's why he has the disgusted look on his face.
Yeah, he kind of looks like Ron Burgundy with some glasses. But yeah, that's
good grief. Like what?
Well, now,
first, I do gotta say, like, also if we eliminate the whole toilet thing, like, oh, he's sitting on a toilet. Let's assume, okay, fine, he's sitting on the edge of a pool. Why the hell are you sitting there with a freaking laptop over a pool?
his feet do look like they're in the water, right?
Yeah, like his shoes, his freaking shoes in the water with a laptop. Like, why? I hate this.
Well, you're gonna love the next one. So,
oh god,
you've been to like Home Depot, right? And you buy gloves, and you really want to get the best glove for the job.
Oh god.
The size small, I think.
Oh, better than nothing. Oh god. Like I say this about a lot of movies that are coming out.
Are you crying right now?
What?
Are you crying right now in tears?
I'm trying not to. So like I say this about a lot of like Disney movies and stuff. It's like someone created this. It got passed by a bunch of like, people looking at it like, hey, this is my design. Oh well, yeah, looks great, fantastic, this and that. And someone printed it, and someone put it on these gloves and sent it out. And Home Depot got them and said, cool, we're putting them on the shelf.
Yeah, Watson's been making these gloves since 1918.
And no one said, hey, crazy thing, maybe we rebrand. Maybe.
I was speechless when I saw this one. This actually caught my eye, and I was like, oh, this is a perfect one for not matching up words correctly.
No. What? Yeah. No. Oh god.
It's almost like you would find these in like a gag gift shop, right? Not a
right. Like just name them Watson gloves. Done. You don't have to call them hand job. Like why? Why?
I mean, it is better than nothing. Sometimes.
Oh god.
So Broba says that's some great marketing right there. Yeah.
I mean, hey, it did get my attention.
Beard of Liberty says he loves this one. Yeah, it's just a funny one. I knew this would get you guys laughing.
Oh.
They probably do sell those at a truck stop, Aaron.
Better than nothing.
Thanks again for coming by Late Night with Cap on Wednesday nights. You're always guaranteed to laugh sometime during the stream. Now, I got one more, and this one's a little controversial. Maybe YouTube will take me down, but hey, I didn't write the book, and I'm not the author.
Kids are weird. Oh, brown kids are weird. Wow.
Again, you're an author with the word. Your last name is Brown. You know what goes on the book on the spine is your last name, and then your title.
Yeah, like
kids are weird. I mean, I get it. Kids are weird, but maybe put an initial in front of your name or something.
Yeah, like do a line, do your full name so it's not as, Oh God.
Yeah, R2 says I have a brown kid. He can be weird sometimes.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, just people, they, like you said, they think they have something great. They'll put it out there. They'll have like a a cool way of saying it or a cool way of showing it, and then it comes out like this. I mean, I'm surprised the editor didn't catch this one. Yeah, maybe first initial.
Like that's the thing though, is this goes through, like, you don't think about it. This goes through numerous people before it ends up on a shelf, and every single one of them looks great.
That means they didn't look at the spine.
It doesn't matter. There's got to be some kind of quality assurance, people, like saying, hey, I'm going out on a limb here. Maybe we don't put on the spine, brown kids are weird. Like just maybe.
Yeah, maybe someone's probably gonna like scan this from YouTube and probably tag me or something, call me whatever. But
maybe we don't call the gloves hand jobs. You know, like maybe just
yeah. And Vader Liberty is absolutely correct. And I'm going to highlight his. When designing something, always showed it to the weirdest or most twisted friends first.
Yeah, this is why it's important to not have your boardroom full of yes men. You've got to have the one person that's like, hey, that looks stupid.
Look at it. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Well, there you go. That was bad graphic design. Again, I am a graphic artist. If you want to look at I do some cool stuff. If you want to follow me on Instagram, you can at Gunter Graphics. There, I post all my like latest designs I do for YouTubers, people who do streaming on Twitch, and artists and things like that. So, so you can find me there. And then what I do is I'll cut this out and as a separate video, and you can share that with your friends if you want to give them a laugh. So, there you go.
I'm gonna give me some gloves tomorrow.
We'll find the best ones. Better than nothing job.
It's better than nothing. Oh,
I really hope those weren't real. I really hope those were in like a gag store.
I'll
really
find them. I'll find them.
But it did say Watson from like 1918, so I'm hoping.
The thing is, though, is someone probably found them, put them all over social media, like, wow, look how bad these are. And they're like, great, free publicity. Let's keep making them.
Probably, yeah.
Probably. Oh, God. People.
I knew that one would get somebody. I knew that would make somebody laugh really hard. So.
Yeah.
Well, so the main topic tonight, though, was space, and you're into space. You like your name is Astro. So
yeah, that was another part of the reason why I made my name what it was. I've always been into space. I've always been into like sci-fi stuff. So like when I was like a teenager, or no, not even a teenager, like a preteen, I would watch the NASA channel for fun. I was weird. But like I just like the idea of going out into the unknown and just seeing things that have never been seen. And you know, I dig aliens and stuff. Like that's my jam. So yeah, anything with space, I'm there for sure.
Hey, Kelsey Balls, thanks for showing up. You just missed like the best segment. Yeah.
You missed the hand jobs.
Yeah, you did. Better than nothing. She's probably going, what? You
didn't get to meet the poo professor either. Like you missed everything.
Yeah, you missed it all. Yeah. You can watch the replay, okay? We'll make sure you watch the replay. Again, I cut those out so you can rewatch them and share them in bite-sized bits for people. Well, since you like space, I went and found out some cool stuff. There's some things about that's not very far from us. It's in the moon. Everyone's trying to get back to the moon, right? We've been to the moon. Do you believe that we've been to the moon?
Oh yeah, I believe we've been to the moon. I'm not one of those ones that don't believe that we have. But I gotta say, as the years go on, I find it quite odd that we haven't gone back. And like right around the time the suspicion starts really sinking in, like, really? It's been 60 years. We still haven't gone back. And then like all of a sudden, like, okay, guys, we're going to the moon again. It's like, oh, all right.
Well, yeah, we reviewed on after the weekend. We do movie reviews from the past. So we did a review of Apollo 13, and they landed the moon, in like I think it was like 69. So like by the time Apollo 13 came around, it was like 70, 71. And everyone in America was just kind of, we already beat the Russians. We don't need to go back. It was kind of like mundane.
Yeah.
Like they're doing it again. And then there was no budget, so they cut it. So there wasn't like a fanfare for it. But that's starting back up, with Elon Musk and all these people trying to get to Mars, but they have to get to the moon first. So,
Yeah.
Once somebody in the chat asked if you like Interstellar as a space guy. Do you like that movie?
I did like Interstellar. I like Christopher Nolan in general. Most of his movies are pretty good to me because they're original. Yeah, I liked Interstellar a lot. I won't say I loved it. Like some people do like some deep dives with Interstellar, but I did thoroughly enjoy it. Yes.
Okay, yeah, I liked it. I thought it was a great movie. So the reason why I got all this space going, there's some space stories out there that I was gonna kind of share with you, and everyone else. So the first one is let's see. This is supposed to be zoomed up here. So anyway, so astronomers, have discovered two large could be dome objects on the moon. So these actually they weren't recently found. They were actually found in 1977. But this is like the photo of it, what it could be or whatever, or what it was maybe at one time. So some researchers, several theories about it, that they took a picture of this on the moon and they weren't sure what it was. It could be two craters. It could be a dome object that some people say it could be a structure with like glass, or old glass or old whatever. But it does look kind of like a golf ball, right? And this is inside of a crater.
Yeah, like I'm thinking. I mean, if I'm trying to not put the tinfoil hat on, maybe it's debris that crash landed, and then over time, like dust and stuff got on.
Well, they took this photo in 1977.
Yeah.
Photo here, or 72. Sorry, and they been trying to figure out what it was for the whole time. They haven't been back to the moon, so they haven't gone over there, and it could be in a spot where they really can't get to. So wonder what do you think? So you think chat? Do you tell me what do you think this is? This is like a dome object of some sort.
Yeah.
Looks like something you should have a doctor remove. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty good description. Like that's the thing is like when it comes, was that?
I said it could be something like that.
Yeah. Like that's the thing is like when it comes to stuff like this, like obviously my first thing is like aliens. Like I just want to blurt out aliens at the top of my lungs, but like I try to have a little bit of skepticism with it. And so I'll say like I think it's something that's dome related that may
Here's the actual photo, how far away it was.
Yeah.
That was super, yeah.
So like that's what I want to say until I can definitively determine that like there's no feasible way that something of that shape could have crash landed in that time frame. And then at that point, that's when we start going to like aliens and stuff. That's just generally the way I operate with this sort of thing.
Yeah. Some people think it could be aliens. It could be some dome that was left behind. Sorry, my kid's in the background.
No, that's all good.
Okay. There's some other stuff out there where you can, it just looks weird, right? And so there people have said that they want to check this out. It could be made by the Greys. Do you know what the Greys are?
Yeah, the Greys, the little aliens that they often use, the big heads and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm familiar.
Of course, it could be natural. We've seen stuff in the regular Earth that have been made from wind and water that look man-made but aren't. There's those like stone walkways under the water. I think there's some off of Greece somewhere. They think they're something, but they're not. They're just water made it that way.
Yeah, that's the thing is the brain can do some really interesting things like the face on Mars. Like you look at it, it's like, oh, dude, that's a face. That's 100% a face. It could just be rocks. But because the way our brain works is like we try to make it into something we can understand, and so we see a face. But the thing is with this though, is it's a very clear circular shape, and there's a very clear indention and like an impact mark. So something crashed. Yeah,
it could, maybe it was a Death Star.
That's definitely possible. that's I'm not
maybe
it's anything
a circular ship that went out of control and crashed.
Yeah.
Or you know what it could be? Another moon.
That's
very small one.
Yeah, very, very, very small one. But I mean,
because the moon is kind of round, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah,
I just thought this was fascinating. So.
It is. It's awesome.
It could be this one day. Would you live on the moon?
I mean, as long as all the annoying, stupid people stayed here, yeah. Like, that's the thing. I'm such an introvert, and people annoy me. So like, if the stupid people stay here and I go to the moon, we're good. Like, it's fun.
Jacob Ironside says cosmic golf ball.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Golf ball of the gods. Ooh, maybe Thor was playing golf. So we have another one here that I was going to share with you too. Similar, it's about the moon. So other people have taken temperatures, like they have ways of doing that now. They say there are caves in the moon that could be suitable for human existence. Where like the atmosphere inside the caves, they could be man-made. They could not be. So large temperatures fluctuate. At least a person can easily bake during the day and night, but then they can come in here and go in the moon. So,
interesting.
Would you live on the moon?
Yeah, I'd give it a shot. I mean, I'd try. Like, that's the thing is I would love to have us be a space exploring species. Like, I honestly believe that, like, it's getting a little too crowded here. People getting a little too heated. Time to kind of spread out. And we're running out of room here on this little orb. So need to go out and see some stuff. I think it's also very beneficial to us, because I feel like we're looking a lot inward. If we look a lot more outward, I think that would bring us, more together and stuff. Like looking at space rather than worrying about whatever little piddly issues we have here on Earth,
Yeah, I mean, well, some of those piddly issues would come over.
Right. Yeah, but it'd be over there.
So Jetspar says, pockets of oxygen. Yeah, it seems to be that way, that they can. There was a guy, I guess 15 years ago, that said that when they were doing their space travel, like for Russia, that he supposedly saw something fly into a cave on the moon. I don't know.
I'm not going to rule it out, man. Like, especially since apparently recently we've had a bunch of documents get declassified, talking about unidentified flying objects. Not necessarily aliens, but things that the government has seen that they can't say, oh, it's this thing.
Right.
I think that's interesting.
So, like, like they say that some people say that aliens could be living in there now, hanging out.
It's possible. It's absolutely.
R2 says you're a hippie. I don't think you're a hippie.
A little bit, Like, I'm really aggressive and yell about bad movies and shit, but like, honestly, if we could all just get along, that'd be great. And I honestly think if we work on something constructive, like space exploration, what's the phrase? Idle hands are the devil's work. I feel like that's what we got right now. And so, like, if we focus on space travel, it's like we got something we're doing instead of focusing on all this nonsense.
So like some say, and Kelsey brought it up here. We know less about our ocean than we do about space, which is true
Yes.
because it's so. When you go deep into the ocean, you can't. It's like the pressure is so intense that you wouldn't be able to make it. So until we figure that out, you know. But in space, you can still kind of go, but
Yeah,
you got
that
other
kind of blows my mind, right? Like we have the technology and the knowledge of how to traverse space, but not our own oceans. Like theoretically, wouldn't you just use the same stuff, but just
I
go
don't know.
down instead of up?
You're dealing with different pressures,
That's
So,
true, but like just put forth that same effort here. But I also don't believe in like focusing solely on one vice the other. Like I don't think we should solely focus on ocean exploration and ditch space exploration. I think we need to do both. But I think that those two communities need to communicate a lot more. Like what space exploration learns about space travel, they need to apply it to ocean
well,
exploration.
yeah, it could be fun. Maybe you're almost there. You said you're almost 30.
I'm almost there.
Okay, you're making me feel like old. So, and I'm 40. So we maybe we'll see some pretty cool stuff, right? That we were promised when we were kids and never got. So, or our parents were promised and never got. So maybe we'll see that because I think the private sector is going to do a lot better. So Beard of Liberty says, to answer your questions, ships only need to support 1 atmosphere of pressure. So I guess water stuff needs to do both. So,
Okay. Yeah.
Deep sea subs have to support so much more. Sounds like you know a lot about subs.
Yeah. I mean,
I only know about the cold cut and meatball.
I understood that.
He says, he makes me feel old too, JT, just not as old as you. Thanks, Broba. I appreciate that.
Yeah, like that's the thing is like I understand.
Though, Broba.
Are you trying to hurt my feelings? Because if so, you are succeeding. Fortunately, my feelings regenerate at twice the speed of a normal man's.
So by the time you said that comment, I got hurt, then regenerated. So you're good. Yeah, so you only have to contain 1 ATM of pressure to go out to space. To go deeper, you have to hold off exponentially more pressure.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I don't know hardly anything about space. I definitely don't know anything about like submersive, travel or whatever. But I just thought that like you could exchange notes in some capacity to be like, hey, this is what we do for space. How could you apply that for ocean exploration?
This is a little creepy, right? Because no one can hear you scream in space.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You can't really hear someone scream in the water either.
To a point. I mean, like you can kind of hear them because, like, if I remember it, like noise travels like slower in water, but like it still travels.
Well, you have
But
to open your
space-
mouth and you have to breathe, and
Well,
how that goes.
You'll still hear it, but then you'll die. But like you'll hear it,
It sounds like you may be interested in the next topic. Maybe you and Kelsey and a few others in the chat would pitch in, but apparently you can, for I don't know, not very much money, you can buy land on the moon. You can get a deed.
I'm gonna do it.
So yeah, you can buy now. The moon is for sale here, as seen on TV. Acres of land for sale. So yeah, you can for $29.95. You can get 1 acre of land, moon deed, map, and our pledge. So you can get a premium gift too, but they don't list a price or deluxe. So I'm sure that's pretty more expensive.
So basically, whenever the Artemis mission lands on the moon, I can scream at them to get off my lawn.
Yeah, you could.
Hey, that square acre's mine. Get off my lawn.
Yeah, you can. You can. Looks like it's always 1 acre land and some other. You get your name printed on the deed. So I guess you can't buy more. You can buy it as a gift for Christmas, and they ship it worldwide.
Hey. Dude, so like who does? Is this America? Is this like an American thing? Like
Yeah, they sell land
So
for sale.
wait, if everyone in America like buys it, then what does that mean? Like the moon belongs to America? That's kind of.
I mean, technically it does because we got there first, right?
I guess, but like the whole moon, like
No, come on. You know, if I were to buy acre land, the first thing I would do.
Yeah.
You know it, so.
Oh,
And we know Rogue would be okay with living on the moon because there's no tree.
The tree touched me.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna steal an alien land now again. Oh
Yeah.
one of those. Okay. Well,
just like the good old days. We're gonna roll up somewhere and be like, "This is ours."
yeah. I bought it. I got my deed. So yeah, look, you get. Here you go. Here are the other prices.
Oh,
wow, you can get 20
acres. Good
$249.
grief. Wait! But I get a moon rock.
Yeah,
That's actually kind of lit, though. I kind of want that.
So you get, you get 5 acres, 10 acres. You know,
I kind of want to do that. Like, I get a rock. That's kind of cool.
you get some software to look at your land. So,
but how big is the rock, though? Like, I gotta be able to like hold it in my hand. I don't want like a pebble. Like, it's got to be legit.
well,
Right.
maybe she comes with it. I don't know.
Nah, I'll pass.
Look, you get a moon atlas. You know,
So you can
get
see
some
all
rocks.
the craters.
Yeah. Get a deed. Look at all these people who've already purchased land. You could be one of these people.
Lucas got it. What?
You could be like Clint Eastwood and own a piece of moon.
Dude, why do I not believe the Harrison Ford thing? Like, I know Harrison Ford is like the grumpiest fart in Hollywood. He like wants to be left alone. I highly doubt he's like, you know what I'm gonna do with my money? I'm gonna buy a square acre of land on the moon. Like,
I mean,
no.
20 acres is a good amount of land.
It is. It really is.
$249.
Like, I believe William Shatner probably did it. Harrison
I mean,
Ford.
you could hang out with Tom Cruise in there. You know, I would probably like TP Tom Hanks's house. I'm not a big fan of Tom. Yes, I said his name, but no one else would know what I'm talking about. So. Yeah, look, well, check this out. If you're interested, I'll go ahead and put it in the chat. If you want to look to buy someone or yourself some land on the moon, and maybe one day when we get there, you can, will it to your kid and live there. If you don't make it, maybe your kid can, or their kids can. You can say, and they can say, my people bought this land first.
Jeez, moon people.
Yeah, moon people.
God.
So there you go. You can hang out. You can go see those caves. You can get there's no water property, but maybe you can get like cave property.
Yeah, you might be building on someone else's land. Some aliens could be crawling out of a cave, but at least it'll be yours, legally binding.
Yeah. So before we wrap it up, we got one more little segment that we do, and most people love. They say they love it. We had a stream last week, a whole stream about Bigfoot, and it went really well. Got a little wild, a little crazy, but it was fun. We had a great time. So I might do another one of those in a few months, but a different monster. It could be, Mothman, or it could be anything like that. However, this time we always do something about Bigfoot, as you know. So get ready. So this time I don't have any sound or a video. I got something way better.
Ooh.
You can actually stay at a hotel where you could see Bigfoot.
What? Where? Oh, it's in Michigan. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a
Falls,
haul.
Michigan. So if I don't know if anybody's around there, you can or easily access this place. It's a little far for me. But have you seen Bigfoot? Come find him at the Bigfoot Hideaway Motel. Yeah, you got free Wi-Fi, direct TV, free parking, friendly service, and they have a contest for Bigfoot, like stories and drawings. So maybe you can enter that where you're there. You can get a reservation there. You can get a photo with Bigfoot. Apparently, he lets you do that. You can even get apparel, s'mores, signs.
Why does Bigfoot look like Giga Chad? Like, what is this?
I don't know. Look at the rooms aren't that bad looking. I mean, you're like in the woods. Oh, I got an error found on that. Oh, okay.
Wow, you got an error code for a picture of Bigfoot. What a surprise.
Oh, maybe I'm not supposed to go there. Okay. Yeah, so from one bed for $59.99 a night, you can get all that cool stuff. Private bathroom, why not public bathroom? Well, here you go. There's the bed. There's the room. There you go. You can get that. Maybe Bigfoot will come see you at night.
I need to use your private bathroom.
Yeah, like, why is that an amenity? But maybe because it's in the woods. Woods are mostly public bathrooms.
Oh,
here's another version of the queen bed. And
dude, look at that cord management. What the shit?
Well, that's so you can tie up Bigfoot. Yeah, that mattress has been there since the 70s.
Dude, I'm just looking at the cords. I'm like, why?
Yeah. You can get the lodge. Don't forget, you get a full kitchen, full bathroom. They don't say if it's private or public here, but it is full.
So wait. So if it's a full
there
bathroom,
you go.
Then I would imagine the other one's a half bath. In which case, you don't have a shower.
But look at this bunk bed. It's not. It's like you roll off down to the other person.
So much room for activities. It's pretty good.
Yeah, the carpet will make your feet black. Well, I don't think there's any carpet. It's all wood.
It's all wood.
Yeah. Look at this. I mean, they're fitting everybody in here.
They
cot available.
They went out and they found the most hideous wallpaper possible, and they said, "You know what? We're gonna put it in the fanciest room we have."
So yeah, you can let's see. Yeah, so he even comes by. You see him there in that picture right there. He comes by and says hello.
Go back up to the crossing sign. What is there more than one? Go back up.
Yeah, it's his family.
Oh, there's more than one. I thought there was only one.
Oh, dude. Oh yeah, there's family of Bigfoots.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
So J.K. Ironside says, "Yeah, Bigfoot will come around for our hand job." That's what those gloves are for.
Hey, it's better than nothing. All right.
I almost spit out my drink. Thank you. I'd rather camp out or glamp like you do, JT. I never said I glamp. That was someone else. But I know what it is. Yeah, this would be kind of like glamping. But yeah, if you want to contact them, you can. If you're thinking of staying somewhere in Michigan, they do have a cool gift shop, souvenirs. So, yeah, check them out. Look at that.
Okay, cool. Should do something like that for aliens. They do. They have the alien in Nevada, if I remember right.
Well, they do. Yeah, they have a clown motel in Nevada. It's like a spooky clown motel.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so they've got that you can. Oh yeah, and then Cannoli says, "Good point. Maybe the poo cleaner can help clean things up."
The poo professor.
He's a professor, not a cleaner.
Hey, he went to college.
Make sure he went to college for that. Okay. Goodness.
Jeez. Oh,
there you go. There's the Bigfoot report for the night.
Good to know.
So if you're going Bigfoot hunting in Michigan, at least you can stay there, and hopefully you can get a picture of Bigfoot so their page works on their site.
I heard that Bigfoot's just blurry, and that's why he's blurry in all the pictures.
He could be. He might be just be moving so fast, like the Flash.
That's all. Well, in that one clip, the video, he didn't look like he was moving that fast. Maybe he's just blurry, you know? It's a possibility.
I don't know. Maybe. Well, we're gonna wrap it up here. The nightcap hour is almost over. So I do appreciate everyone coming by. So if you have, we had about, I don't know, a good amount of people show up, 10 people. I do appreciate you all coming by and seeing and checking out Astro and seeing what he's up to and laughing at some of those ridiculous bad designs. So again, please hit that like, share it out to your friends, subscribe if you're new. It'd be great to see you come back next Wednesday. You kind of already said what you got going on forward. I'm looking forward to you to start doing Nerdwise again and some of the Batman things. So is there anything else you want to kind of wrap up on?
Not that I can think of. That was kind of it. I kind of did my plug at the beginning, which is kind of odd. But yeah, like that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for having me on, man.
Yeah, I'm happy for you that your day life is going good. You got that new gig, and that's all working out for you. So I appreciate that was happening to you. I think that's great. So I always like to see the people I like to hang out with and chat with. Good things happen to. So all right. Well, everyone, next week I have another guest coming on. His name is Matt from Foul Ball Productions. I met him at the Neurotic meetup in Vegas, so I'm excited to have him. After the weekend, though, we're taking a break that week, so then we won't have that, but we will come back in October. I think October 3rd is the first time we'll come back. So I'm not sure what we're reviewing. That's up to R2. Now he's in the chat, so maybe you guys can give him some suggestions what to review, because he hasn't decided yet. So be fun to do that. All right. Well, again, thanks again coming by tonight, and we'll see you all hopefully next Wednesday. See ya.